Hey guys, this is day 8 of my 12 Days of Christmas tutorial series. I will be posting one Christmas tutorial every Friday for 12 weeks. Last week we made a beginner cinnamon stick ornament, as seen on the left here. Today I will teach you how to make 3 more ornament designs. For a link to last week's tutorial along with the rest of the tutorials in this series, please see the description. Let's get started. Cut 4 pieces of cord, each piece is 3 feet long. Attach all 4 pieces to your cinnamon stick using lark's head knots. Using the 4 middle cords, tie 3 continuous square knots or 6 alternating half square knots. Leave a bit of space in between your cinnamon stick and the first square knot. Grab the 2 middle cords and bring them up and through the middle of the 4 cords at the top. Tie 1 more square knot or 2 more alternating half square knots to hold the berry knot in place. We will create 3 more berry knots, one on the left, one on the right, and then 1 more in the middle. I'll show you one more time. Cut the ends. I've cut mine approximately 2 inches long in a V shape. Leave as is or brush out your string. Trim the ends one more time for a clean cut. The second ornament uses a semicircle design. Cut 5 pieces of string, 2 pieces are 3 feet long, 2 pieces are 2 feet long, and 2 pieces are 1 foot long. Attach one 3-foot piece to the middle of the stick and the second 3-foot piece to the left of the first using lark's head knots. Using the cord second from the left, tie 2 double half hitch knots working to the right. Grab one of the 2-foot pieces of string you cut and attach it to your filler cord using a cowhitch knot, which is the reverse of a lark's head knot. Attach your filler cord to the cinnamon stick using a lark's head knot. Using the cord on the left as your filler cord, tie 5 double half hitch knots working to the right. Use the same process and attach your filler cord to your cinnamon stick using a lark's head knot. Using the right cord as your filler cord, tie 2 double half hitch knots working to the left. Grab one of the 2-foot pieces of string you cut and attach it to your filler cord using a cowhitch knot, which is the reverse of a lark's head knot. Tie 3 more double half hitch knots working to the right. Attach one of the 1-foot pieces of string to your filler cord using a cowhitch knot. Use the same process and attach your filler cord to your cinnamon stick using a lark's head knot. We will tie 1 more row of double half hitch knots. Attach the last 1-foot piece of string to your filler cord using a cowhitch knot. Thread the filler cord through the right side of your design and then through the back of your double half hitch knots. Trim the ends. Here are the 3 finished ornaments, including one from last week. The final cinnamon stick ornament uses square knots to create a paw print design. Cut 8 pieces of 2mm string, each piece is 2 feet long. Make sure you are using 2mm string for this ornament. We used 3mm for the rest. Attach each piece to your cinnamon stick using lark's head knots. Using the 4 cords on the left, tie 2 square knots or 4 alternating half square knots. Tie your first square knot about 1/2 inch down from the cinnamon stick. Repeat that process with the next 4 cords, but tie your square knots directly underneath the cinnamon stick. Repeat that process with the next 4 cords and then repeat the first section from the left on the right side of your work. Use the 4 middle cords and tie a square knot about 1/4 inch down from the square knots above it. Tie 2 alternating square knots below that square knot, one on the left and then one on the right. Tie a row of 3 alternating square knots underneath the last row. Tie a row of 2 alternating square knots underneath the last row. Tie 1 square knot in the middle. Tie 2 more square knots to either side of it, but leave a little bit of space in between these square knots and the square knots from the last row. Trim the ends to about 2.5 to 3 inches long and then brush them out. Thanks so much for watching. I'd love to see your work, so please feel free to tag me on Instagram or Facebook if you've used one of my tutorials. If you like this video, please hit the thumbs up below, and if you think this tutorial might be useful for others, please feel free to share it. If you have any feedback, please feel free to leave a comment, and don't forget to subscribe for weekly video tutorials. Thanks so much.